All right, welcome to the show. I am your host, the shadiest of Jays. I gotta move this chair. Whoops. Ugly old things in the way. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another riveting episode of the Dark Truth Podcast. I am your host, Shady J. How's everybody's week so far? It is Wednesday. I've been snowed in for almost 5 days. I have been able to leave a few times, but not as much as I would like to. You know what I'm saying? It's both good and bad. You know, you get to stay at home with the fam. You get to enjoy their company, all that good stuff. Let me turn this up just a little. And yeah, but when you don't have money coming in, it's kind of hard. It's a little frustrating, but the show must go on, and you just got to push through it until the snow melts, and hopefully people will start showing up more. But tonight we have two very special guests, two young and upcoming industry, I want to say influencers in a sense, but also just some good dudes that want to help the industry and they want to help it grow and they want to see what they can do in the industry. That was very evident at Tinter Battles when, you know, they went out and performed and met people, shook hands. I saw a couple interviews they did with a couple people, really trying to get their name out there with Tint the World, which is their merchandise and movement, which I was informed of today, and we will talk more about that also. But it is slow season for most people, so we might dive into that a little bit. But you know, mainly we just want to get to know the guys and see what they're all about. So yeah, how's everybody's week? I ain't got no chatters yet, it looks like, but we will at some point, I'm sure, which would be nice. If anybody's watching, can you let me know if you can hear, see, all that good stuff? I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so slow week, snowed in. The snow's melting a little bit. I live on two big ass hills, so it's kind of a pain. The slush mixture is actually worse than the compact snow, which is crazy. But yeah. Anyways, if they are ready, let me see if they're ready. Oh, I do not see Chris. So I gotta check something real quick just to make sure. Oh, where'd he go? I don't know where he is. So, yeah. Give it just a moment. Let me see. I'll shoot him a message real quick, see where he's at. But all in all, sorry, I can't walk and talk at the same time. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and do the intro, and then I'll bring on Dante, and then whenever Chris is ready, I will bring him in as well. So yeah, here's the intro, and I will see y'all in just a second. Everybody, welcome Dante.
Going on? What's going on?
What's up, bro? I don't know what happened to Chris, bro. I think he bailed on us, but
he's probably lost in time right now.
it's
He'll
all
probably
good.
show up. He'll probably
Said
show
something
up
about
anytime now.
said something about eating, man. So I know he's probably over there munching. I just had to down a little bowl of spaghetti, so you know. But what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Everybody, Dante with Tint the World.
Yes, it's Dante with Tint the World and Dante with Dante's Custom Detail and Tint. That's the brick and mortar. But mostly known for, just the whole movement we brought to Tinter Battles, man. That was a trip, man.
I love it. First off, I want to ask, how much fun did you have at Tinter Battles, and were you expecting it to be the way that it was, or were you expecting something a little different?
I had a blast, to be honest. That was my I would say my third industry event. I would count SEMA as definitely our first. That's kind of where we kind of did our rounds and, said what's up to everybody over there because we knew we were going to Tinter Battles. But I mean, it was a blast. It was an experience. First time competing. So I mean, the whole vibe over there is super cool. I mean, we didn't end up winning, but I plan on competing. A lot after this. But everybody was super chill over there. I was thinking it was be a super cutthroat event, and everybody's super serious, but everybody was, trying to lend a helping hand,
Right.
trying to kind of see you do your best, which is
Of
not what
course.
I was expecting. I thought everybody was going to be closed off, not trying to help you out, like,
Right.
you're kind of on your own, but that event specifically, like with all the chaos kind of leading up into it, I mean, it was kind of everything that I would have expected on the good
Bang.
side of things. What's up, Chris?
We're
There we
back.
go.
We're back. We had to
Now
make a
we're back.
special guest. We had to make it special, you know? Dude, I was literally on my computer and I kicked the little Wi-Fi monitor, disconnected
Oh, dude, I hate that. That's terrible.
right before we started. So my bad to interrupt. You guys
Dude, no, you're good, bro. We were just talking about how you like Tinder battles and all that good stuff. By the way, everybody, this is Chris, the other half of Tint the World. And what's your shop as well? What's it called?
So we're a mobile tint service, fresh off the lot window tinting. So we do
Fresh
everything
off the
for
lot.
residential. Yeah, that started as a detail company. That's how me and Dante met. So we started off, well, I started off detailing and he started off detailing. So that's where the name like fresh off the lot, like your car just got detailed
Right,
and
right.
stuff.
I like that.
And honestly, I didn't really
Same
like the
time.
name. I didn't really like the name, if I'm being honest, but I just kind of owned it, and I was like, this is what people are gonna know me for, and I started owning it, and now I just do like all tinting, everything.
Hell yeah,
Everything.
dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that. So from you, just real quick, Dante went over a little bit of what he experienced at Tinder battles. Give us a little idea of what it was like for you, and if it was what you expected, or if it was less or more, or how you liked it and all that good stuff, man.
So what Carlos was telling me was like this was already like an established event. Like they kind of knew exactly like how they were gonna set it up in terms of like lights, cameras, and everything. And before the event even happened, there was a lot of like anticipation, a little bit of anxiety going into it because I have never competed. So
Right.
I didn't really know what to expect. And when the automotive competition was going on, because that was before the flat glass, I had a ton of anxiety. But honestly, when the competition started, like I got super calm. Like I didn't have any anxiety. And I think I was too relaxed and too calm in the middle of the competition. And that's what came back to bite us in the ass. Cause I think
Really?
just I think my like competitive like nature, because I used to play baseball in college and I played in
Right.
front of a bunch of people. It kind of just
You look
came
like a
back.
baseball
So,
guy.
yeah, I am.
Dante,
I
you
am.
look like you play baseball too, dude.
It's just
Played in
that,
high
bro.
school, but not to the college level. Not to the college level, but yeah.
Hell yeah. What college
Yeah.
you go to and play at?
I played at Pierce College in Woodland Hills, so it's
Oh,
like
nice.
LA area. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
with the competition, you said that you felt like you were a little too lax in the middle of it. Is that because you wanted to be calm, or is it because you just didn't know what to expect and it just kind of threw you off and you were like, oh, I guess I'm just going through the motions of like a everyday install type thing? Or
Nah, I knew like just being like over anxious, like over like like hyping myself up, like wasn't gonna help me. So I think I just did the opposite. And I just went too calm to this side, and then the 5 minutes sped up on me. Like before I knew it, it was like 3.5 minutes, and Carlos is on the mic, like, "Oh, you got a minute and a half," and I'm barely cutting the film from the box. I'm
right.
like, bro, like this is not going the way we planned it to. So
So you didn't have
I
enough urgency to you think?
nah. And Fernand Stain said a good thing. He was like, bro, 5 minutes is really like 2 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
it.
It's
going,
like fast.
you know?
It's fast as fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So
And which heat were
Is
y'all
what
in
it is.
again? Who was in y'all's heat?
So who was in our heat?
Bruce and Cedro, and then
yeah.
and then the Tecklenburgs,
yeah,
and then who else was
Tecklenburgs?
it on the far?
it was just us three. It was just us.
Oh, it
three.
was, huh? It was just
Yep.
us three, yeah.
So, okay. So didn't one of y'all's squeegees break or something like that
That
in the
was
middle of it?
mine. Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
So
was
what
like-
happened with that?
So, dude, the time was getting to us, right? And we dropped the film with about 1 minute left. So we still had to tack it down, make our relief cuts, make our
Right.
cuts, squeegee out the film, at least get
Jesus.
it to where the film's like on the window before we do any final pass or bump any edges. But I personally knew that we didn't have time to bump edges. So I was like, we got to make these squeegee passes count.
Right.
And on the way down, I was like, I tacked the top good, and I was just like moving, and then there were like 10 to 15 seconds left. And I was just moving down the glass, and I was trying to finish my quadrant. And I was squeegeeing, just really fast, which I'm not really used to doing.
Right.
So I was just like, just boom,
Slamming
boom, boom.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, slamming it. And I'm personally not used to having that much of a gap and play in the glass to where the squeegee could even get stuff.
They pull the seals.
They pull the seals. So I'm either used to, it being like if you jam a squeegee into the edge, it's going to stop.
Right.
But I mean, full way on down the glass. I mean, it was kind of like going in, but I think that last, I don't know if the angle changed or something. I think pulling out, maybe I angled it and pulled the squeegee handle, and the blade got stuck, literally wedged in the seal. Like it didn't come off like easy at all. Like I literally jammed it in there. I pull it out, and I'm like, I'm about to make another pass, and I'm like,
wait a minute.
I'm like, oh shit! And I'm like trying to grab it out. I honestly wish I would have just reached for my other squeegee and just finished the window, But I was like, let me just pull this thing out, and I'm hoping, like, I'm trying to pull it
instinct
at an angle, so I don't pull the film with it.
Right.
And I got it out, but they were like 5, 4, and then I still had a quarter of the glass to go, and I was like, let me just try to squeegee this with my hands. And I mean, it just got stuck. I wish I would have had one of the thicker squeegees. Like,
so it wouldn't get stuck.
The quarter inch or even thicker.
Right.
Because I don't think that would have probably happened. Because I watched other people compete, and I was seeing they were having a similar issue, but I had a thinner squeegee than they did. A lot of people were using the red line extractor.
Right.
Which, I just use what I use on a day-to-day,
Right. There's nothing wrong with that, man. That's what you're supposed to do competing, though. You're supposed to do what you normally do. Not supposed to switch it up too much, because, man, you switch it up too much, you're fucked. Like, you just over here. You have an issue.
Chris didn't even know that I got my squeegee stuck. So when we had the interview, he was like, we're going to have to talk about it. And then Chris was like, talk about, like, us not finishing the window? Like, what are we talking about here? And he's like, you got your squeegee stuck. And Chris is sitting there like, squeegee stuck?
No. I didn't even know because David Carley was like, hey, man, we're going to have to talk about it. And I was like, well, we didn't finish the window. So I'm over here talking about how, like, we just took this, like, embarrassing loss. And then he's like, I wanted to get in there and help you guys out, man. Like, I was like, well, a third guy would have really helped, But then he showed me the video. And it wasn't until I saw the video, like, it wasn't even in the interview. It was like, 10, 15 minutes after that, I was like, oh, damn, the squeegee broke. I didn't see it. But I'm getting interviewed with the squeegee breaking. So, I had no idea.
That's something about competition, too, is that, like, you're so tunnel vision that you don't even.
There he goes.
Oh, man, that was us, bro.
Hey, we're leading the podcast now, man. We're on the Dark Truth podcast. We got Chris and Dante leading the way.
What's up, chat? Who's in here?
I can't even see the chat, or you think he showed it was gonna pop up like on the side, but
dude, and I need to stop kicking this. Dude, all the cables are underneath my desk right now, bro. I need to stop kicking them because that's what caused the Wi-Fi to go out.
Yeah.
Hey, are we able to see who's on here, or is just him?
I can't see, and I don't want to click anything because I'm probably going to be the next one to go. So, and we're back.
There's the man.
You know what just happened? It's done this every time the past 3 weeks. At some point, it'll just kick me, and it doesn't make any sense because everything's plugged up right. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, you get like tunnel vision. You don't really pay attention to what's going on other than what you're focused on. And then they'll bring it up like they did with you, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I had no idea. I had no idea, and he's like wrapping his arm around me and stuff, like trying to like make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, it really sucks that we didn't finish the window, and it's the whole time he's talking about the squeegee. I didn't know.
I would say we could almost get props for throwing the film on the glass, making all the relief cuts, cutting the film, and if I didn't get it stuck, we would have finished the window in like a minute from the drop rope.
Right.
It just makes for a better story.
Yeah, it honestly does. I mean, best way to go out, I guess.
So whenever I did my first competition, Tinter Battles 22 in Orlando, my car battery died in the middle of the competition, and we fucking panicked, and we didn't finish. And we had an hour to do a vehicle, and you want to talk about feeling like a fucking loser, dude? I was like, bro, I was talking mad shit, talking about how we're gonna fucking win and blah 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 and this and that. But I mean, I did that just for the fun of it, you know, the showmanship. I didn't think we were gonna win. Right, and then the car doesn't fucking get finished, and I was like, dude, we walked away from that, and I was just like,
what kind of car was it?
It was a Mazda like CX-5 or something. I can't remember, but it was devastating.
Did you get charged or like how was that?
It was one of the. I had a jump box that I tried to use that it died, and then they had a trickle.
Man.
They had a trickle charger that was on there, but it was a slow charge. And man, it was just. And I didn't even think because the doors were open in the fucking arena that I could just start the car, which I should have. I should have just fucking started the car, right? Yeah. And been like, oh, okay, well, this is gonna happen. This is gonna work, you know. And
that was at Tinter Battles, or was it a different event?
It was in Tinter Battles, man. And
really,
was that you said that was the Orlando one?
Yeah, the first Orlando. There was two of them in Orlando, 22 and 24, I think. Yeah. But then the next one, Amelia Island 23, came back, finished the car. We didn't place, but, you know, because I was trying to just finish the car and get something to get judged. And me and my partner, Eric Moore, at the time, we were happy with it. And we were like, fuck it. We didn't have enough time to redo anything. I think we finished with like 15 minutes left or something. And, I mean, we liked it. We just didn't get enough to, you know, get on the podium. And I mean, it is what it is. You live and you learn. And I came back, you know, this time and competed with Johnny, and we didn't make the finals, and our score was very horrendous. But you live and you learn, man. Like
hey, man, you go out there and compete. That's the highest level. We were just talking about how like everybody that was competing there in flat or
the winners were all like
goats.
Well established, like really good installers.
It wasn't like we got it wasn't like we got blown out by some tint shop down the street, you know.
Yeah, I was like, how are they gonna judge this? Like what? I didn't know like how like detailed they got with the judging,
bro.
And then I saw them like nitpicking everything, and I was like, damn. And I think because the way that like it was like talked to me with like Carlos and everything, they were like, he was telling me that like they're really big on the entertainment side. So I was like, man, how like I wonder like how serious of a competitive competition this is gonna be. And I mean, for that being my first one, I was
the judges,
like, yeah,
and all the judges were like very highly skilled, like Dirty. I don't know if you met Dirty, but Dirty.
I saw Mike Sanchez. Yeah,
Dirty is one of the most fucking meticulous tinters that there is. He's very, very big on the cleanliness. So he's always fucking, you know, like this on everything. And you got Jeff Welch, fucking legend. He's always a great judge. I think he's judged a couple different competitions, and he's always super fair. And then Brent got thrown in there. One of my buddies. I don't know if y'all met him or not, but Brent's a good dude. He's he owned a shop for several years. Now he works for GeoShield. He was the really short, bald guy.
Brent,
the traveling tinter.
Yeah. He just followed me. Yeah.
Super cool dude. He's one of my favorite people, man. Me and him talk pretty regularly.
Super cool.
We talk pretty regularly. His content is pretty like rinse and repeat. Like it's the same kind of content a lot. Like when he had a shop and he's doing lives and all that. But sometimes that's what you got to do to get, you know, because he explains it like this. You get reoccurring new people every time you go live. And so you kind of have to do the same thing and then get the clips so people know know your whole routine, stuff like that. I can't do that though, man. It's gotta be different every time. It's gotta be off the wall, like random shit. And, but him being a judge was awesome. Fuck, dude. What's going on with my show today? I'm just going to shut it down. Fuck it.
Tint the world shows up and we shake things up, man, I guess.
And then it gets shady.
I don't know,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on my end or what, but
the world going shady. Hey,
right.
Traveling Tinter, that guy's big on TikTok, huh?
Yeah.
He's a TikTok guy? Yeah.
Yep.
That's where he's big.
He's got over 30,000, I think, now. And I remember he'll tell you this. He says that he always watched me. He's like, man, I watched Shady before I, got all these followers and stuff like that. And that's what it is. If somebody calls, you get booted. It's weird.
I put my phone on D&D before this because it just happened before when we were doing the testing. Still pushing through it.
It's weird, man. I don't know. Technology, live shows never go the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Traveling Tinter helped me down with it. Torch.
Yeah, dude, he's a hell of a teacher. He's a hell of a trainer. Watching him run his business for the last couple of years, and then he set out to do what exactly he did. He wanted to work for GeoShield, and he worked his way to GeoShield. Now he's a fucking trainer for him, and he's got a title. I can't remember what the fucking title is, but I call him, he's just one of my good buddies. I call him. He actually talked to me today. He gave me a call about some stuff that we might be working on, and so good friend of mine. Jeff Welch as well. Dirty's pretty cool, man. You start to just become friends with people in the industry that are supportive and that are encouraging, and the older guys, they want to see these younger guys like y'all succeed, so they're gonna do all they can to try to help you and give you opportunities and stuff, like we were talking about before the show started. Like, when you get an opportunity, you got to take it, man. Like, you got to run with it. You can't just, oh man, nah. Because it's like, if somebody offers you something and you're standoffish with it,
you gotta capitalize on it.
Will they offer you ever again? Probably not. Even if you come up with a good reason why you can't or won't, that might just diminish your opportunities later. You know what I mean? Unless you don't align with shit, man. Like, if you don't believe in something, don't just do it because it's going to help. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my 2 cents. Like, I don't endorse or talk about things that I'm not willing to either do or use myself. And, explaining why you don't or you won't. Some people are like, oh, well, it just sounds like you're favoriting something else. It's like, yeah, maybe I like this better than that. What's so wrong with it?
We're human.
We're human. We have likes and interests and shit. And I mean, speaking of stuff like that, like y'all's clothing that y'all are dropping, the Tint the World merch, y'all just did the hoodies. What was it, last week? Yeah. And y'all promoted those at Tinter Battles, from what I remember. And then y'all
kind of because we weren't planning on ever releasing the ones we wore.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, was that you that was coming out of the elevator? Or like, man, these guys are ready for battles. I think that was ADJ.
It was probably me.
Yeah,
because
coming out,
I mean, I saw y'all's content. Yeah, like suited and booted, and I'm like, oh shit, y'all ready to do something?
Yeah.
Always got to give props, dude.
Yeah. No, I just remember that, and I was like, I just put it together. I was like, bro.
Yeah, y'all walked out of the elevator.
We obviously didn't really like. Yeah.
No,
we obviously didn't really know each other, so it was just like,
bro. I'm the shady guy, just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, our way to Tinter Battles was the most interesting trip. I'm never flying Spirit again. I can tell you that.
Yeah, so talk about that then. I want to hear this story. I like random stories like this. This is why I don't fly, probably.
I was, I guess, the itinerary advisor. So I booked all the flights. Which I booked the flights, and I was like, okay, everything's pretty straightforward. I've never booked I've been on flights before, but I've never been the one to book them.
Right.
So I'm like, it can't be that bad. So I booked them, whatever. This is before SEMA. We weren't even planning on going to SEMA either. But
Before
this is
our
before SEMA.
sponsorship, before anything,
Right.
Before working with any other companies. Like we were just like, we're gonna go. We know what we're trying to do in this next upcoming year, and what we're gonna do with our brand as a whole and stuff like that. Like we just started doing flat glass, but we were on such a consistent schedule. It was like boom, 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 like doing all this work. Tint the World kind of like came up out of nowhere as a brand and a movement because it kind of just
dude, we're
shows
just, I mean, we're
that.
tuning
I mean,
everywhere.
specifically for my case in general, that you can grow something like super fast in a fastly scaled pace if you just
Right.
put your mind to it, put your head down, and just shoot. Like
Right.
because we did, I don't know how many jobs, but the amount of jobs, and I guess you could say our resume in terms of flat glass jobs wasn't just residential. Like we were doing like A-list celebrities that we can't really like put out there because of
Can't
like
disclose that
the
information, bro.
NDAs and stuff. I wish I could.
man.
I wish I could pop
The
up
only
10
one-
pictures.
Listen,
only
I
one
won't
I
tell
will-
nobody.
The only one we can say, because they did say they were going to have us sign one, we never signed one, was Robert Downey Jr. We did
Oh,
Iron
dude,
Man
that's
with us.
dope, bro.
Yeah.
The
What'd y'all
Iron
do for
Man
him?
over here.
What'd y'all
We
do for
did
him?
we did anti graffiti on his gym.
Sick.
And
Private
then,
gym on
we,
Santa Monica Boulevard.
and then we did
sick.
removal retint at his house. So we've been to his
Dude.
house.
Okay,
So
so
if you
how
look
did
up
he?
Malibu
How did he
Mansion-
find y'all?
And he saw
Him?
my van.
Yeah.
He just saw your van and called.
So his manager lives in our city, which again is like an hour disconnected from LA.
Right.
And so I get a call from a number, and he's like, "Yo, we're Team Downey. Like, this is our whatever."
I'm
like,
thinking Downey CA.
Yeah. No, I'm
What's
thinking the city. I'm thinking the city of Downey. Like, I'm not thinking Robert Downey. I'm thinking Team Downey. I'm thinking this could be like some sort of like city project or
I'm
something.
thinking
Yeah.
fucking. I'm thinking fabric softener, bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
something,
mean, yeah,
like
something-
because
something.
Yeah.
what was crazy is I'm the one who creates all. Well, before Tint Wiz and all that, I was the one that was creating all of our proposals.
Joshua Miller's in the building.
Josh. Yeah, I was the one creating all our proposals, and he's like, "All right, here's the guy's information. We need a quote for this much square footage. It's for anti-graffiti. We need to put
It's
removal
under
in."
Team. It's under Team
And,
Downey.
and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, what's the client's name? He's like, just put it under Team Downey. We're invoicing Team Downey. And I'm like, I'm typing all this information, and I'm like thinking Downey CA, whatever. We're doing, we go out there a couple weeks later, and we're doing the job. Like, we're removing this film. We went out there because we were already in the area to see how hard the removal was, to see like what we were kind of into or in for the following day, because we kind of pulled up maybe with an hour or so left of sunlight, and it was in October, so out in CA and by the beach, it was like pretty nice out, t-shirt weather, So we're like, all right, let's.
That was right in front of that liquor store. That's where we found out.
Well, kinda. So we're removing this film, and I don't know if you've ever been to Santa Monica, and there's a bunch of homeless people like up and down, like people that are just drug addicts. This lady comes with a broom, and she's like, "We're removing the film." She's like, "I'll break the window. I swear I'll break the window. Just tell me what to do." And I'm like, no,
Why?
we're good. We don't need
Yeah.
you. We don't need your help." And she has
She's
just
tweaked
a
out. She's tweaked out.
Oh,
Swiffer
yeah.
duster in her hand, right? And then like 30 minutes go by, and some other old guy's walking on the curb, and he's like, "Hey, does Robert Downey still own that?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
we just got called out to remove the
And it
film.
didn't fucking register
It didn't
what
click.
they had said.
It didn't click. He just kind of did a little drive-by comment, and I'm like,
Right.
"I don't know." Like he just said it and just kept walking. And I'm like thinking, I'm over here removing. Chris is on the other side of the building removing the film. I'm on this side. Chris didn't hear this conversation, and I'm removing. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, Downey, Team Downey, Robert Downey. I'm like thinking. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Is this fucking Iron Man?
Yeah, I was like, is this fucking Iron Man's building? And then what's it called? Then we were doing it, boom, boom, boom. And then we go to the liquor store because we ran out of slip from just removing the, using stripper for the adhesive remover or whatever. We go to this liquor store right across the street to get some gallons of water. And the dude's like telling us like, yeah, that's like Robert Downey's like low key gym. Like he's been
That's
in here
dope.
several times. And we're like, there's no way we're working on Robert Downey Jr.'s gym right now. And
That's
then
so sick.
the guy ends up telling us or whatever, and he's like, I'm not supposed to say anything and like whatever. But we
You would
ended
have
up
found out
doing
eventually.
We're actually
yeah, I
we're
mean,
supposed to go back to work for him soon because they had us quote the gym in Venice, and
Sick.
that's gonna need a whole boom lift. Like we're gonna need a
Bro,
bunch of stuff, but we
crazy.
haven't
crank the
locked
price,
any.
dog.
Dude, we already did. We already
Crank
did.
the price,
Like
bro.
we're like at, I think we're like at 28 a square
Good
for that
lord.
with
Good
a
lord.
boom lift fee. So
Oh, okay.
I
That's
don't know. We
different.
wrote
Yeah.
the quota. We wrote the quota like in December.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's gonna be
He's so
fucking
swamped.
sick if
So
we
the
lock
guy
that
we
in.
deal with, he just deals with all of their his real estate like
Right.
everywhere. So
All
he's
He's
on
basically like a
projects,
planes,
he
project
goes to,
manager.
yeah.
traveling.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the I guess you could say maintenance for the maintenance for all his houses, like whatever his houses kind of need or his properties.
Yeah, he's like
He
a
kind of
landlord,
finds
kind of.
he kind of just finds the
Kinda.
people to like deal with all the property so he doesn't
That's
have to,
dope.
you know?
That's dope.
So that's kind of how he ran into that job. But I mean, like, just in a short amount of time, I'm telling Chris, I'm like, we're driving to all these jobs. I'm like, dude, we're tinting the world right now. Like, tint the world
Right.
tour, you know?
And
And
then
I'm
it
like,
just stuck.
because I don't know if you're familiar with California, but the tallest mountain in California is Mount Whitney, to my knowledge.
Uh-uh.
And I get a call, and then you're like, yo, do you guys do houses? I'm out here in this address. Boom, I look it up on my phone. It's like an hour and something away from me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need these windows tinted because when the sun goes over the mountain range, like it glares in. I'm like, okay, cool. We're here. And the guy's like, yeah, like I don't want to screw up my view of the mountain range, but I want to reduce the glare, you know?
Right.
And he's like, I'm like, oh, that's a nice mountain range. He's like, yeah, that's Mount Whitney, like right behind his house. Mount Whitney's right there. And I'm like, dude, we're in Mount Whitney. We're at the beach. We're at the tallest point in California, and then we're at the beaches like the next day.
Dude, that's
So
awesome.
I was like, dude, we're like literally 10 the world, and I'm like, it's a world tour.
Right.
Like we're all over,
like
and that's
it.
how the first drop kind of came to be.
So basically, it was just like a happenstance, and you're like, we're gonna run with it.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
it was a mixture of the social media growth too, because my
Right.
page had went from like 1,800 to like I think it was like at 3,900 within like a month and a half. So I saw
hell
like
yeah.
1,000 followers just grow.
And so where'd
And my
that come
page,
from? Because y'all started doing
Instagram.
Tint the World shit, or
Nah, it just started because I like really doubled down on the social media. Like I
right?
started
So your
researching.
efforts, yeah. So your efforts were producing.
And they
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
Gotcha.
they just combine like at the same time while we're dropping Tint the World
Right.
fresh off the lots, getting all these views. We're tunneling all the clothes to fresh off the lot, created the page, and now like there's a bunch of eyeballs.
Yeah, you're trying
And
to
then on
funnel it.
top, and then on top of that, like we had
Right.
all the tinner battles, like pre-hype, and then SEMA happened, and then
Yeah.
just everything just blew up from there.
That's
Like
awesome.
it
man.
was like it happened within like a month and a half.
crazy, like the
So
speed.
you would put a lot of that into your efforts towards making that happen, or would
Nah,
you just
I would
were
say
you
social
just
media, yeah, definitely.
I
were you
wanted.
just trying to make it a little better, and then it was just like bang, or were you like,
I
this is
think-
my
I
goal,
think-
this is what I want to do?
I just wanted more social media presence. Like that's
Right.
all I wanted.
Gotcha.
It just so happened that as that was happening, like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks in, we combined that with Tint the World, and
Gotcha.
now like everyone's seeing it. But it was never intended to like blow up Tint the World. It just so happened to be a direct benefit of it.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good. I love that
Yeah.
accidental organic growth, kind of. You know, you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
The whole brand, the whole movement of Tint the World was more of like an accident more than anything. Like we didn't like stop and we're like,
This is what
we're
we
gonna
need to
do this.
Yeah.
It was
Nah.
like it was
People
like the best.
requested it, kind of. You know.
Yeah,
They're
it was
hey,
like
you
the
should
best
push
way that it possibly happened. Literally, it happened. Like
I love that.
the whole growth with the flat glass stuff. Like we ended up doing the hospital here, and we're like, okay, that's gonna be a banger, you know.
Right.
I
Who's
start
like
making like the POV shots. Dante's counting
Right.
money, and it's like people are like, "Oh man!" And then those videos are getting 50K, like 100K views. And then
That's
it's
because
what's
if
just
you're a
like,
tinner, flat glass is where the money's at, you know?
Of
So it's
course.
like people are like hospital, like, well, how are the, and then we're thinking like, dude, how are these people are probably thinking like, how are these guys doing this? Like,
Yeah. Hey,
they're
I
here,
never
there,
asked.
there.
I never asked. How old are y'all?
I'm
I'm
24.
I'm 27.
Okay, still young. Gotcha. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just turned 24. Well, I guess in August, so turning 25 this year.
Yeah, I'm with my boy Jay Peters right here. He goes by Shady Squatch. He said, "Your story is the definition of right places at right times," and I could see that because it's like
Dude.
So,
And
do y'all have like a history of just kind of like stumbling upon things, or is it kind of
Yes.
like and it
For
do you
me,
think
at
it's
least.
more based on your personality or like the work you put in, or is it maybe a mixture of both?
well, I think also like I personally don't. I feel like this one just kind of just exploded, but it also was like a lot of the stuff that I was doing in the past because I was always supposed to go to SEMA like in the years past. I had been invited.
Right.
I had never gone. I never made an industry event. And like Dante was saying, like when I signed up for Tinner Battles, it was back in June. And when I did that,
when it was with WFCT.
I don't remember, but I wasn't even gonna work with Dante. Like I was supposed to show up solo. And then I was like, dude, this is like a team event. He wasn't even doing flat glass, but he had brought up the idea, like, bro, I want to start getting into flat glass. So I was like, all right, bro, I guess
shout out to my buddies, because what opened my eyes out to flat glass is my buddy's shop.
Oh, you probably know him. He knows him. I'm guessing.
Potentially. He's very popular on TikTok. His name is Gage, and then his dad.
They're out in Vegas.
Yeah, they own Accurate window tinting. Out in Pahrump.
I don't know. Maybe.
His name is Murder Cat on TikTok. He posts
maybe.
a lot more like boat stuff. But anyways, I went out there because I met them in Havasu. So I go out to Havasu in the summer a lot, and this is literally everything that happened was like perfect timing. Like I was in Havasu, and I know like mutual friends with this guy that is a tinner, but his boat had like he was a detailer on it. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know, young detailer, like whatever, you know. And we kind of followed each other, and then I seen him one day, and I pulled up on him, you know, where his parents' boat and stuff. We were just chopping it up, and they were like, dude, like, that's sick that you're like a young business owner, like motivated, like you need to come out and we need to show you some things, you know, like to be able to maximize your business, you know. Just I love it, having people with the same interests, you know. So I went out there and they kind of just showed me and opened my eyes out to the world of flat glass, like, and what's the capabilities and the possibilities of all these bigger jobs and stuff. And I'm the type of person, like, if you give me the right information, I'm going to execute. And that's exactly what I did. And this was in July I went. And they took me on a flat glass job. Like, shout out to those guys, dude. Accurate window tinting out in Pahrump, dude. Those guys right there. Cold individual tinners. Real low key, kind of.
They need to come to an event then.
Yeah, so
they need to make it happen something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to influence them to kind of come out. But yeah, dude, they're real, you know, flat glass. They told me, and then I came back from there, and I told Chris, I was like, I'm all in, bro. Like, I bought the film, you know, started, you know, doing some test runs, and then I was going on jobs with Chris. Then I started offering, and then we just started landing jobs back to back, and then you know, obviously
crazy. I feel like once one job lands, like it just funnels into like so.
Yeah, so I was gonna get into that. So like once you get like one really good client, they seem to like talk to other people, and then those other people are like, oh shit, well if you trust them, I mean, it's just like with me in a small town with everybody knows everybody. It's like higher up clients there probably know higher up clients there, and they talk and they're friends and stuff like that. But like once you establish your identity to somebody and they're down with it, they're like, okay, well now I got to tell my friends, because I don't want them fucking with somebody that's gonna not produce this amount of quality and you know, like customer experience, stuff like that. Because that's how I get my clients. Like I have not like super rich people, but like people that are, you know, higher income,
well off, and they just want a good job.
Yeah, and they usually work from home, and they're like, y'all get like a vehicle a year, And then they're like, oh, my buddy, he owns this HVAC company. And then my buddy, he has a construction company. And then I know
Way to
2,
do it.
3
Hey, what's your
builders.
population over there where you live?
In the city I'm in, it's like 7,500. It's tiny, bro. It's a
Really?
Damn, I
Little
So are
bitty
you
place.
are
I
you
mean-
the tint guy out there?
So there's one other guy here in this town. And he's
How about
a little
100
more
mile? How
towards-
about a 50-mile radius? 7,500 people?
I mean, I'd say, like, how many tint shops there are? There's probably
Well, no, I
like,
would say how many people in like maybe
In-
20
within
mile
50
20 mile
miles?
radius.
oh,
yeah.
well, dude, we've got a big city that's like 80,000 people. It's like 10 minutes down the road, 15 minutes. We're just kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
the outskirts city.
Okay.
And then I service that area as well, and I offer mobile, so that kind of entices them to use me. But there's only like, I want to say there's like 10 or 15 shops within like 50 miles of where I'm at, something like that. So I get calls from like an hour and a half away, 2 hours away, you know, because their buddy lives near me, and they fucking, you know, hey, listen, Richard, I know, listen, Richard, listen, Dick, all right, 80K is a lot for me, okay, bud, all right,
Oh, tint sauce.
I live in an even smaller-
That's
Yeah.
important sauce right there.
yeah, that's the homie,
My
bro. He
guy.
actually,
My
I don't know if y'all
guy.
know this, but he sent me sobriety
16
coins.
million.
Yeah, he sent me sobriety coins through my journey, and I always look forward to getting them. And dude, Richard's one of my favorite people in the world, man. If y'all don't know him personally, you need to get to know him. He's a great
Well, we're
dude.
I
gonna
heard
pull
he's
up to
super
his
cool.
shop. We're pulling
Yeah,
up
we're
to
gonna
his
pull up.
shop. He invited
You have
us.
to.
and We're gonna go pull up on him. We just,
I have
bro. I know Richard's watching now, so
Yeah,
it's just we just get so busy, man. But we're only an hour from him.
I will tell you two things. Be ready for him to be super goofy and just off the wall ADHD, and then super knowledgeable. Like those two things combined.
Hey,
Like, he
that's
is-
my type of person
He's
right
a
there.
he's an
Conversations
Autobahn
with
guy,
him.
right?
Phone, yeah. Conversations with him on the phone start off here, they go there, they go here, but it's also my fault too. And then we just kind of all throw it back together into one topic somehow. It's weird, but
Fire.
Richard's a great
Fire.
dude. You need to go see him. His sauce is amazing. I don't know if y'all have used it or not, but it is the shit.
Goated.
I've
Dude,
used
with
most.
fucking- with flat glass, it's fire. It's the
W's
best
in the
one.
chat for Richard. That is a
Flip
mixture.
this.
W's
Hey,
in the
flip this
chat,
one.
bro.
Flip this one. I'll never tint without it again.
Man,
There
I
we
don't-
go. Clip that.
I use
Important
it-
sauce. Got to
Hey,
clip that.
Clip that right there.
Hey,
Wow.
not. Oh, he's gone. Hey, we're running the show now. We're running the show
Man.
now.
The Dark Truth World podcast. World
Let's
tour.
go.
Who's in this chat right here?
I'm thinking that, dude. How do you see who's in the chat?
You got to hit the chat on the bottom right hand corner.
Miss you too, buddy. Oh, okay. My bad. I miss you. How many people you can see in here or no?
You're on your phone?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm on my laptop, so what's good,
What's
Shady?
good? Where's Shady? Oh, Mauricio Choppa's in here.
Choppa, my boy.
What's
right
going
there.
on?
Say it again. I'll record it. All right, say it again. Ready? Hey, 3, 2, 1. I'm letting the world know right now. Important sauce is the best tint sauce in the building. I will never tint without it again.
We're never doing no
Nice.
flat glass job
Love
without it, man. Tin sauce.
What's up,
Important sauce,
Mauricio?
man. Let's
Go.
Sorry,
go.
Global.
Mauricio.
The world tour is never tinting without tint sauce again.
If you guys want to be contamination free, go ahead and check that important
Richard.
sauce out.
Hey, Richard, I think you got your first ambassadors right here, sir.
Oh, we've
Just
been
saying.
ambassadors.
I
Been
love
Oh,
ambassadors.
yeah.
Damn, he didn't even ask me to be one. No, I'm just playing. I always
Well,
shout it out.
Hey,
I
we
do a lot
don't.
of-
We just work together. Like all our
Right.
relationships are kind of more over. I'm more of a handshake kind of guy. Like I'm gonna endorse your thing
I
because
feel you.
I mess with your product.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Love the
I just want
podcast,
to
bro.
see
Share
how I
it.
just
You know?
want to see how everything's been. Though I think the only people we're like fully committed to is 10 wins. Like that's like those guys over there, man. Yep, point at it and circle
Dude, you
it, highlight
can't-
it.
Listen, you
Put
cannot.
this.
You
You need to
cannot
get on
beat.
10 wins.
You can't beat Tint Wiz, man. So I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any sponsors for the show or anything. Eventually, I think I'm going to.
You should.
It just hasn't been. It just hasn't been a priority. I've literally considered it a lot in the past year, and I know for a fact that I would want Tint Wiz to be one for sure.
Yeah.
Because Eric, he's without Eric, man, like I was telling y'all earlier, I wouldn't be put in some positions that I've been put in the past to be able to do what I do and to grow the way I've grown. And for that, I'm ever grateful. And I've told him a million times, dude, I'll pay you back one day. He's like, for what? He's like, you already endorsed Tint Wiz and you help people, because I am a coach. So if you ever need help with it or anything, you can holler at me or anybody else that's watching. I don't coach like hardcore, but if somebody's got questions and they want to know, like, I don't know every single thing about Tint Wiz. I know how it works well for me. I keep it simple. And it's effective, you know, for how I use it. And that's why I love it, because you could use it in multiple ways. You could use it super, super professional with like all these documents and all these things that you have. And all that. Yeah, I do that. I do proposals, lead forms, you know, scheduling, invoicing through Stripe, all that stuff integrates with QuickBooks. But I don't know like every in and out detail.
Avenue, I guess you could say.
Yeah. That person
Me
would be
too.
Cody
I'm trying to convert over fully.
That'd be Cody Baker if you want the guru. That dude,
because
he is fucking good.
I offer so many services, so it's kind of, I mean, tint services, yeah, for sure. Especially flat glass, dude. That thing is,
dude. It's
nobody in
it just sets you apart for sure.
Nobody in the chat is guessing 6'7". They're all guessing 72, 37.
Wait, what's the question? What about I'm thinking of a number between 0 and 100. Okay, I guess we're doing something for Richard here.
You gotta hit you gotta. Come on, man.
Whoever guesses gets a free bottle.
I like to do it like this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, speaking of tits, so
speaking
Dante,
of tits.
Yeah. So don't you go to the gym?
Yeah.
Don't y'all go to the gym?
Yeah.
I was just to say, did he post a picture of his tits?
In the gym, bro.
I haven't been in a week because of this fucking snow, dude. I'm going tomorrow morning.
You probably don't
fucking
like
for
it,
sure.
Man. Yeah.
What is it?
You probably don't like that feeling now that you've been going so hard.
Dude, I've been in the gym I'm at for almost a little over 2 years, but I haven't done like the whole eating perfectly right, all that kind of shit. I eat pretty good. Yeah, I don't eat that good, but I eat pretty fucking good for what I used to do. Like I used to just drink all the time and go to the gym. It didn't work.
Good enough, bro.
So now without drinking, now I have a whole bunch of calories that I need to make up for. And so I do. By the way, Carrie, hold on. Carrie, don't even start with me, ma'am. She always talks about calm your tits. Don't even laugh at me, all right? And if y'all don't know Carrie, she's the one who's
adults. Don't say 6'7".
The Tint Wiz fucking the graphic designer. She's the best. Mama Duck. If you haven't met Mama Duck or you don't know Mama Duck, you need to. She's the best. She's amazing. She's the one who did this picture editing. What else do I have of hers around here?
You said she's the Tint Wiz designer?
Yes, she's the one who makes all the little
great designs.
Yeah, the
I wonder
stuff.
if she's the one we sent over this to, because we designed this, but she had to
100%. She makes stuff like this, which is funny. Fucking the little Whistler butt or Wizzy's butt. But she's one of my favorite people. She said, "Calm the calamity. This is your memories." Look at this shit. Oh my god. Hilarious.
Well, thank you for expediting those jerseys, because we got these designs over to them pretty late. So Kato was like, "Yeah, man, we need your guys' jersey information, like what you guys want for it." And then I think we sent it to them like early December. He was like, "I don't know, man." He's like, "This might be kind of tight."
Cutting it close,
bro. We sent him all the designs, and we designed these. I don't know if you guys designed yours, but we
did.
Okay, yeah, we had full creation of ours.
She did everything. Hold on, let me grab it. We just had Johnny made the middle logo.
The logo,
like just the dude with the fucking cowboy hat and sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you knew, but Johnny used to always wear a cowboy hat while he competed, and shady shades, and then we did Texas and Arkansas in the background because we're right by each other. That's where we're from. The Western looking theme, because, shady blades with a cowboy hat's kind of like rusticy, it was just cool. And, of course, Mama Duck probably didn't like that it was AI generated, but, she made it look badass. She made it look badass on camera, man. Like, I'm biased, but I thought that our shit looked the best on camera because it popped. Like everybody else had great uniforms, don't get me wrong. But every time I'd see like the flash of the blue and the red, I was like, damn, man, motherfucker, this thing's fucking up again, dude. I'm about to fucking throw this computer out the window.
Oh, dude, if you do it, I'll do it.
I'll do it again.
Yeet it. I got to figure out what's happening in the background that's doing that. I bet there's some shit running or some shit.
I want to get a soundboard.
I've got one. I just don't use it. I haven't like
wah, wah, wah.
There's so many things that I've been wanting to do with the podcast that I just have been putting off because it's not necessary, because a good connection and having guests and being consecutive and consistent, like that's one of my biggest things that I've had to focus on because I was bad at not doing a show, not talking to guests, not setting it up, and all that good stuff. I get kind of lazy and I'm just kind of like, I don't feel like doing it. Like today, I legit forgot it was Wednesday, even though I've been talking to y'all about it. And I was like, dude, fuck, it came the podcast is in 3 hours. I was like, oh shit, I got to start getting ready for this.
I know.
And when I say get ready, it's like mentally.
I'm happy you were notifying because I was like, I would have probably like, if I wasn't getting notified, I would have still been here, but it wouldn't have been like as prepared,
Yeah.
Right. And I appreciate y'all being on and all that good stuff, man. We've already almost done an hour. That's crazy. I told y'all, man, it's going to fly by. The hour's going to fly by. We haven't even covered a quarter of what I wanted to cover. You can't really see who's in here, but you can see who's commenting. I'll go ahead and pull that up. I totally forgot to do that, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
I'll bring this up, and then we can hit like a little 3-stack or something like this, so we can have a little better.
So the most recent one is I would have given. Okay.
Somebody won. Oh fuck yeah! My boy Jay won the fucking important sauce.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Squatch, baby. I don't know if y'all met him, but me and him hung around each other at Tender Battles a lot. He was the really tall guy, bigger guy. He goes by Squatch, so he's a big guy. Love that guy.
Avery Wells was pretty.
That dude's massive, bro. I
Cool
want to
guy.
I want to see him versus. Did y'all meet Rob Foster?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see them go against each other in flag glass, just to like side by side.
No ladders.
Hey, no step stool.
Yeah, dude, nothing of that. Dude. They wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
Hey, we're over here on the top step of the ladders, like being eye level. They're probably just standing, just like looking straight at the top edge.
Yeah.
Advantages.
Yeah, of course. By the way, anybody in the chat, if y'all have any specific questions y'all want to ask these two, feel free to do it. Now that I have it up, I should have fucking brought this up like 15, 20 minutes ago. But I was just getting so deep in the conversation, you know what I mean? That it just kind of got lost in the sauce. Oh, get it?
Lost in the sauce right there.
Lost in the important sauce,
baby. Exactly. She said, I don't know how Avery gets in cars to tint them. He calls Sean, is what he said. He calls Sean to get in the back glasses, get in the back seats, do the back glasses.
I think it's crazy how those two ended up in the finals, man.
Bro, they are like, it's almost destiny, because last year Sean got put out by Avery during the progression into the championship.
Yeah.
So for him to, and we talked about it already on the show, but like for him to come back this year and do what he did 7-8 rounds in a row to win was just fucking phenomenal.
Oh, like his
technique. Yeah, dude, his technique is just so.
He deserved every bit of that championship.
I agree.
But yeah, what I found crazy was like it looked like he was just like slapping the film like the whole.
Yep.
I've never seen someone shrink like that.
Yeah,
I've seen
he's
people
just
like adjust, but he's
like,
moving
tension with his fingers like this, basically, just making like 4 fingers going like that, and that's what Avery told him to do, and that's what ended up beating him. Was his own advice.
I'm surprised people with that heat gun were making it that far. I know the Steinol's hot, but I just assume if you got a torch, you're getting in.
The dude from Korea, his name is Byung, right?
Yeah, Byung.
Yeah, he was crucial he was
dude.
Cold with that heat gun.
he is a very wise man. You know, he reminds me of like Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like he's very technical, he's very skilled,
When they
and he's
told me how old he
calm.
was, jaw dropped.
I don't even know how old he is,
How
They
old do you
said
think
he's
he
like
is?
63, bro. Well, I already said it, but
bro.
I thought he said 67.
They ain't no way
it's
beyond
something like that.
67, dude.
Yeah,
I
bro.
think they told me he was
That's
67.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, Eric, you're right. That is the first torture to win the heat shrink battles. Everybody else in the past has
Wow.
knocked themselves out with one. Yep.
Well, didn't Marco win with the torch? They said.
He didn't win the heat shrink battles.
You can't touch it. I mean, it's just so much more skill you
I don't
need to
think he
use that
did.
torch.
Right.
I think they said he won. Well, I know Marco won one. I think he won with the torch. I don't know.
I think he might have won the first one. I just can't remember back to 21. Because I know 22. No, he won 22. That's what he won at Orlando. And he gave the Steinel to Pete Espinoza. Dude
Tint
who was
Master.
on. Yeah. He dude, that guy's come a long way. Anyway, but
Super
back
cool
to
dude,
y'all.
too.
Yeah, I love Pete, man. He's so grateful for everybody that he's ever come in contact with. It's like he's super humble too. He'll talk his shit
He's
now.
the Mr. Miyagi of Tint.
He is the Mr. Miyagi.
But Mauricio's got a good video of him shrinking that back glass on the Facebook.
He waxed on so we could wax off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we got here? Mauricio asked a question. Hey, on Tint Wiz, how do we send a deposit with just the invoice without a proposal being sent? You can make a deposit invoice with just the amount, and then after they pay the deposit, you can go back in and edit the price to the original price, and then they'll have a remaining balance. That's how I do it, at least. Or you can make 2 invoices with 2 separate projects, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend the, partial invoice and then edit the price. I had to do that with a flat glass job once, actually, because they wanted to give me half down. So I had to make the invoice for half the amount and then pay it and then double it, and then they paid it later. So that's one way to work.
I'm still working out my kinks too with Tint Wiz. I mean, it's just helping. I'm just trying to figure out that it's a very complex app. If you know.
It is, but once you get it to where you like how you use it, it's fucking perfect. Because I don't track inventory. I don't do a lot of stuff that I should do. But
so that's what I want to get into, tracking the inventory, especially for the shop.
Do you have the scale and the label printer? You get a free scale and a free label maker. The scale, you weigh the core of your film to see what the core weighs, and then you weigh a 100-foot roll to see what the core and the film weighs. Subtract the core weight, then you know how much per square foot you have in weight. And then, like, say you want to know if you have enough to do a job. Well, if you need 25 linear foot, you would know that much would be however, you know what I'm saying? You would know the amount of weight it'd take to be a quarter of a fucking roll. You put it on there and you can track it that way. And it'll actually calculate how much is left on there when you put in the core weight and then your 100-foot weight.
That's so fire.
And then the cut optimization on there is amazing. I don't know if y'all use that or not, but that works so good for flat glass.
I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Man. There's a bunch of stuff that works. I didn't know the
background story of Tint Wiz and how Eric grew and
started it.
Flat glass company.
He started it with his flat glass business, sold his business, focused on Tint Wiz, dude. I need to have him on the show again because last time I had him, I had issues with restream.
Always game, just knowledge.
Dude, he's one of my favorite people. He's one of my favorite people, man, and I love being friends with him, man. Like being his friend and getting to chit chat with him here and there about random shit like food. He'd be like, "Look at this steak I'm cooking," and I'm like, "Bro, look at that fucking steak. Look at this steak." We just send like food pics. He's just a good dude, man. All around, just a good-hearted individual that really wants to see people succeed that deserve it. And I've seen him, I mean, even with me, like change my life, just being a good person. And he's changed a lot of people's lives. And this is not a fucking podcast just about Tint Wiz, but I like to give flowers, and I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But and that's also what I noticed though with
because he
with
put
Tint
y'all
the World.
Yeah.
I would say how I relate with that is I kind of noticed how we were getting not necessarily on a a pedestal necessarily, but like we were kind of put up to where we kind of need to kind
You're
of
highlighted.
move a little bit different
Right.
now with the audience that we have. And I thought that we talked about it briefly before. All the bad habits that we have, like I want to limit them as
Gotta
much
be
as
cut.
possible. So
Right.
when I'm able to give advice, it's not like I'm not living it. You know what I mean? Like as far as like the alcohol goes, like I'm firmly stopping. You know, and I'm in a month and
Good.
so I don't know, a month and
Congratulations.
3 days or something like that. And
That's amazing.
I honestly want to be able to use this platform to be like, you know, and show them that I cut this out and look where my life's, you know, look where
Right.
my life's gone, you know.
Something, if you want to be able to track exactly how long, I use an app called I Am Sober, and you
I
just
use the
put the
same
day
one.
that you stopped.
We're both
Dude,
on it.
It's the best,
We're both
bro.
on it.
It's the
Yeah.
best, dog. You
Hey,
got like
8
pictures
a.m.
and
and
shit
8
for your
p.m.
why.
Daily check-ins. How
Yeah,
hard
8 and
today
8, dog.
was. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. And if
Yeah.
if anybody else has a sober date and you do want to use an app, I suggest it because it gives you like
I am sober,
cool
yeah.
quotes. It gives you cool quotes. It gives you like, you know, how many days, months, hours, shit like that. And then it's
Hey,
you get a section where you know
you
your
guys-
What's
why, like what is
crazy
it for?
is I had a dream last night, or a nightmare, I guess you could say, that for some reason I drank a beer, and I remember I was so mad at myself. And I guess you could just say that that's a good place to be because I know that I don't want to do that anymore. And if it made
Yeah,
me
exactly.
mad, it's like,
Yeah, you didn't wake up going, damn, I want a beer now. You know, you woke up going like, I
I
don't
feel
want that
like
shit.
the cleaner you get too, like the more innovative you become, the better like in your business you are. You
Yep.
cut out the toxicity. You literally are cleaning your body, like cutting out the toxicity, and it's like
No more poison.
everything just starts to like line up in like the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah,
You know, the
because
longer streaks that you go.
I've actually noticed, I think I'm right at 5 months now. But I've noticed that I can articulate my thoughts better. I can understand what people are actually saying instead of what I think they're trying to say.
Present.
Definitely more present, more intentional.
I could
things
tell
have
you right now
purpose
that
more than not.
I think it does burn brain cells.
For sure. Yeah.
I want to say it screws your head
it
up.
destroys it destroys your mentality.
Yeah.
Like I was at a point where I was just looking forward to drinking, and it's like I couldn't at some times on a Saturday when I had no jobs and I should have been hustling. I'm like, shit, it's 8 o'clock. I ain't doing shit. I'm about to start drinking a beer, man. And I just sit on my ass all day and do nothing. And I would like the next day I'd be like, man, yesterday was a good day. What did I do yesterday? And it's nothing. I didn't do shit. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, might as well do it today because I ain't got nothing to do. And I took that as like I can handle my booze, but it was more of like the booze was handling me. You know what I'm saying? Like and then the one day I woke up, I was like, I'm not fucking drinking anymore, man. I was like, it was just like it's kind of how I went to the gym. I woke up one day, I was like, I'm going to get a gym membership. My wife's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I just kind of want to go work out to get healthier. And then I've been going for 2 years. And then, you know, now with the not drinking part, like it's a lot of what I think about lately because it's changed a bunch of parts of my life. Right. So it's always reverted back to if I was drinking, this would have never happened. If I was drinking,
100%.
I wouldn't have been able to do this. And like, dude, competitions, I'd crack open a beer at fucking 6 a.m. and be fucking about drunk by the time the shit rolled around. You know what I mean? But nobody could really tell. Like even my wife, like for years, they'd be like, man, I didn't even know you was drunk. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like part of life at that point. You know what I mean?
Functional.
Oh, super functional. But I would make excuses to not do things because I didn't want to embarrass myself, right? Even if I knew I could handle myself, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to make up an excuse not to do something. And then now I have a lot of regret. I mean, I have a lot of regret for the shit that I was doing. And I didn't think it was affecting as many things as it was, but it was. And now I know that because it's not affecting it anymore because it's not present, right? And like road trips, I would be drinking in the passenger seat all the way there. I drove to Tenor Battles this year, which never has happened because my wife wasn't feeling like driving, whatever. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll drive, you know, whatever. I don't give a fuck. And then she's cool with it. And I'm like, sweet. I don't like driving, but I was able to. in the past I wasn't able to, so we would be delayed. We'd have to stop because she didn't feel well, and I'd just be sitting there like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like I'll wait as long as I have to get there,
Yep.
But enough about that.
Enough
about me from that. But
it affects
everything.
It affects relationships. It affects your gains. It affects mental clarity. It affects your pocket. It's just not good. That's why I'm just like.
I want to say the biggest change that I seen is like my weekends. I see them as an extra 2 days I have every single week. That now that
to
I'm
get
like,
shit done,
I could be productive,
right?
Rather than recovering from like a hangover.
Or even if not being productive, you're not wasting your time. You're enjoying your moments instead of just escaping from them, right? Like, it's like, I put it this way. It's like you were living life on hard mode, right? And then you stop, and then it's like, shit, now it's on normal mode. And then it goes down to easy mode once you start using that time productively or intentionally. Even if it's something as simple as like, shit, I'm going to do the dishes today, or I'm going to do the laundry today. I'm going to pick up my room today. Just
I'm going to spend some more time with my family.
Exactly. I'm going to hang out with my kids, like we're going to go outside, and then that makes you a better dad. You know what I mean? Or a better person, or a better friend, or a better husband, whatever, right? You get to better yourself without doing one thing. You only did one thing. You stopped doing one thing, but it was all of these things tied to that one thing. And now that you sever that tie, it's like, damn, that thing's floated way over there into the distance, and I'm going this way moving forward, right?
Yep.
And like, so now it's at that point. Even just 5 months, I'm looking back, and them motherfuckers so far away that I remember who I used to be. But like, you can stay over there, dog. Like, you can hang out over there. I'm going this way. You know what I mean?
And even though I've only seen a month, even though I've only been like really hardly like focused on this month, I've already seen big change in my business versus this year versus last year.
Right.
Like, we're doing 3 to 4 times better than like business wise,
and then time.
Also family wise, my health is been as good as my clarity in my mind. Like it's literally 10x my life, like entirely. Good. So like, and also like, you got to think about it too, though. Like, I mean, us being younger, it's like, who are we around? While we're drinking.
Right. I mean, I'm 36, bro. I'm 36, so y'all caught it way before I did, and that's good. That's great.
We also.
But also, I wouldn't have had it.
Fish, though,
right? But I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I'm glad that I didn't stop 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Can I tell you why? Because I got to learn why I shouldn't drink. Right?
Yep.
I wouldn't have got to learn why. I would have just been like, I don't want to drink, or whatever the case may be. It's bad for you, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of stupid to say it this way, but I'm glad it affected my life negatively, because now there's no chance for it to happen again, right? Yep. So it's like, I mean, there is, don't get me wrong, people do fall off the wagon, whatever. But as of right now, it's every day is a win. So it's like, I won today, I'm going to win tomorrow, we'll win the next day. Good feeling. It is. It's it's super fucking empowering, because like, something that has a hold of you for so long that you just basically bitch slapped and it's not coming back around. You're like, yeah, dude, I did that shit.
I mean, and even when you're not in those situations,
like not being proud of that shit is just weird to me. It's like, I've seen people that are like, yeah, it ain't that big of a deal. I'm like, dude, to me, that shit is the biggest fucking deal.
Oh, hell
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It just affects people differently in how they think about it, right?
I can see where you're coming from with that, because you needed to be like, you needed to get to that point to where it's like, okay.
I was disgusted with myself, bro. Yeah. And that's the smart. Only time people change is like when they they look themselves in the mirror and they're like, I gotta fucking change this. Yeah. And that's what it was. I woke up that one morning and I hadn't had a hangover in forever. And I woke up feeling like straight dog shit. And I was like, well, I think it's about time, man. And I was like,
got sick or anything?
Dog, I would never get hangovers. I would never throw up. I mean, like, I would throw up because I would eat a fuck ton of food before bed, and it would be really, really bad in the morning. I'd be on the porcelain princess, porcelain throne for a while. fucking both ends. But I'm like, it's because I ate all that food, and I would always neglect that it was because I was drinking. It was always something else. It was it wasn't the beer. I ate some bad food, or like I didn't go to bed on time. Whatever.
It's all burger, bro.
Right, dude. What kind of fucking bread was that, dude?
What's up, Brent?
Hey, look, there he is. Hour late, $1 short. No, I'm just playing. We were talking about you earlier, dude. That's how you felt. Yeah, Johnny. Me and you've talked about it extensively. Johnny's also sober. He's been sober a couple years longer than me, man. But he actually used to be my co-host on the show, and we had a little falling out because of him being sober. It was me being defensive, and some choice words were said, and we didn't talk to each other for a while. Recently, worked things out because I too was sober, and men grow, right? You grow up, you learn, you talk through shit. And a lot of people don't understand that sometimes it takes you admitting that you were fucking up and being accountable for what you did in a situation instead of blaming other people and
being a man.
Yeah, basically. And that's the thing too, is like people think that admitting you're wrong is not manly. And it's like, bro, that's like one of the most manly things you could do is to say that you were wrong, because that takes courage and vulnerability, right? And like, I'm not saying like it takes courage, like fucking fighting a lion or something, but it takes as men, our feelings aren't really
sometimes
considered very often. Yeah. Like our feelings aren't considered very often because we're supposed to be able to build through them and like get over it type shit. Right.
Yeah.
But like showing that you do have emotions and being forthcoming with what you're going through. Just like Patty the Batty said, man, like, people go through shit, and the less you talk about it, the more it builds up and bad things can happen. So like for me, at least, I always, this little phrase I always use, be who you needed. I always try to do that for myself too, because I need to not let it bottle up, and I need to release it in a positive way. Even if people don't agree, which is my favorite, because it's like, you don't have to agree with my feelings. They ain't fucking yours. Like, my feelings are mine, yours are yours. You can have a differentiating opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm still right with what I'm feeling, because it's what I'm going through. Like, I don't have to explain why I'm feeling that way in a sense, but just know that this is what I'm feeling, and this is how I'm going to get through it, right? With anything. I mean, dude, I have to teach my kids the same thing, because I didn't know this shit growing up. I wasn't taught none of that. So I try to be who I needed for them, because they need that shit more than I do. I'm just learning it, and now I'm teaching them way before I learned it. And so hopefully that, travels with them through life. And that's why I always explain things in depth to them. I don't care if they don't want to hear it. They're going to fucking hear it, because they're going to learn it one day. Right.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, that's why dad was always on our ass about being a good, kind person. Or like, that's why he was always like, be patient with these things and don't be flipping out for no reason. That's why he was saying, why don't you just like ask questions instead of assuming things? Like, that's my main thing with them, is like, they always assume shit based on certain evidence. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't automatically think it's going to be that way every time. You got to be able to take it. I got two. I got an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old.
Sweet, man.
And they're everything, man. Like, they literally are one of the reasons I stopped drinking, because I was like, man,
that's good,
like,
man.
And they didn't even know for like 2 months. Anyway, enough about me, man. It's about y'all. And we already 15 minutes over.
Nah, this is I need to hear this, man.
I don't usually.
This is inspiring.
I mean, I usually go into shit like this just because I'm very passionate about this, because I have always been a big fuck up. Like, I will take a good thing and shit it out the fucking bed all the time. And so like, once I stopped drinking, that changed. Like, everything started to go mentally my way. Like, because I used to beat myself up over everything. I used to blame myself for shit that wasn't my fucking fault, just because I'd rather it not be on somebody else. Because then I feel bad for them when it's supposed to be my burden. You know what I'm saying? And then when I take it on and it's not my burden, that's hurting me in a sense of like, it's tearing me down and making my self-confidence go down. So helping others now isn't selfish like it used to be. It's very selfless. I'm like, I'd rather help somebody and see them succeed than, do it myself. But at the same time, I do want to succeed. So now I got to take my own fucking advice, which I don't like to do, and just kind of deal with the things as they come instead of waiting for it to get bad like I've always done. Because it's like I push things to the point to where it's going to go very, very bad.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, maybe I need to switch.
Time to change.
Yeah. Because I'm a very aware person. And I just don't take the necessary steps sometimes to change things or to fix things or to progress things. And I know that about myself, which is fucked up that I don't always change it. But also you can't change everything in a day. You know, it's 100%. One day at a time, you know?
Yep. I mean, things compound, you know, over time. I mean, with anything, with business, with your personal life, with your family life, it's not like one day you're going to be not the best with your family and tomorrow is going to change. It's like more of like an over time thing. Like you need to be able to show people that you
lead by example. Through action, yeah.
You know, like,
and lead by example.
And that's also the thing is too, is like, I have a good amount of people, like, especially in the younger community that look up to me, you know, because I'm pretty successful, you know, for being such a, like, at a young age.
24, you're pretty fucking successful in my book.
Yeah. So it's like, I know that a lot of people are looking up to me. They want what I have. And it's like, if I'm like, oh yeah, like to celebrate, I go out and drink on the weekends. It's like, they're going to think for every time they celebrate.
We had that conversation. We were like, bro, like which avenue are we going to take? Like we could take the celebrate and go party and go have fun, or we could stay focused and be the example and kind of like set the tone, not only for us, but for everyone watching.
Right.
Like there's literally two paths that could be taken. And we just kind of decided to kind of hone in, stay calm, and honestly just, you know, stay focused. Cause like I said, we haven't seen there's so much more negatives that we've seen within the party aspect, the alcohol aspect, just doing that. The negatives outweigh the pros that come with it. There are some pros. Man. There are some pros to that lifestyle.
Yeah, you have a good time, you meet some cool people, there's pretty girls, you know, whatever, dude. But at the end of the day, none of that shit's gonna last.
Nope.
At all.
It's all what is it?
This too shall pass.
Yeah, it's just all literally within that moment, and then the night's gone, and then it's like the only way you can relive that is by doing it again.
Yep.
And now you're falling
chasing
into
that high, bro.
You're falling into that temptation cycle.
Dopamine
so it's like
hits, bro.
We're just
and I feel like to younger people especially, it's like one thing to be like, okay, like even besides from the drinking, stop drinking, your life's gonna get better. They know that. Or
I knew that. I knew that.
You know, everybody knows
it.
But I always said, man, I can handle it. It ain't that big. It ain't affecting my life.
Bullshit and stuff.
Bullshit.
That side pain.
And then also
face,
like with
my face was all puffy all the time and shit.
Yeah. And then like you explain, like, say getting up in the morning, early in the morning, or being productive throughout your day. It's like easy to just say, and they're like, okay, like what's next after that? But it's like, if you can't do that for 30 days straight, like if you compound doing a 10% more in a 30-day stretch, or even in a year, how much is that 10% every single day going to improve your life? But the thing is that you don't understand that until you do it. And then that's why I want to be an example. Like a year from now, this 2026, I want to be at the end of 2026 and like, look how crazy my life's become in such a short amount of time because I stopped these things. Like permanently, like I did this consistently, and it's like in every avenue I checked off, and I was like, I'm doing this right, I'm doing this right, I'm doing this right, and it's like if I can do this in every single avenue, like all of that stuff compounds. It just compounds.
Right, but
so
also,
it's like, you
can't do it all at the same time, though. That's the thing too.
It's progressive. It's progressive.
You got to focus on the things you're. In my opinion, this is just me speaking. You got to focus on the things you're good at and double down on it. And then like the things that you're not very good at, either outsource it or just completely cut it off because it's wasting your fucking time, you know?
Yeah, back to Eric DeVos, he said the same thing.
Like, that's
you're good at, whatever you're
I was about to say, I'm fucking probably stole it from him because I listen to him like I listen to Gary Vee, dude. You know, like any little message he sends me that's fucking inspirational and shit.
Master Pete.
Or something that's like very deep thought. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sit here for a minute and ponder this thought that he just fucking gave me. And then I'm like, I literally will just catch myself sitting here going, man, he's super right. And that kind of goes into this too. And then this too. But what about this? Like that's why I don't like editing, and that's why I do a lot of just live shit, because this is what I'm good at. I'm good at this.
Yep.
I'm good at improv. I'm not good at fucking scripting things and like planning it, because like at the competitions too, like I don't have any set shit that I'm about to do during the competition. Like I don't know if y'all saw, but I was like, I honed into my football days and like fucking student section days and turn around to the crowd and be like, let's fucking go. Like, everybody get fucking loud. Come on. What the fuck y'all so quiet for? You know, because that's like, I thrive on that kind of feeling of like people screaming and it being loud and being distracting. And like,
so Marco,
there's just something about the crowd yelling. There's just something about the crowd yelling Shady Blades over and over.
It's your vibe,
over and over. And it just feels, feels good, because I'm kind of built on acceptance and appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so those are the things that I chase, is like, I want to be appreciated and I also want to be accepted in a sense, right? Because, you know, I didn't have a lot of that growing up from my perspective.
Exactly.
And so it's like, sorry if it really gets on your nerves that that's what my driving factors are. It's not money. It's not power. It's not fame or any of that bullshit. I just want to be appreciated for what I do and who I am, and accepted for the same. Because at the end of the day, if you can't be accepted or appreciated for who you are, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you here for then? Were you just a fucking, are you a puppet? You know, like I might play a character or come off as whatever, right? But at the end of the day, it's because it's just driving into, right? It's just driving into more of my personality, like the deeper meaning of my personality. Like, and that's what people get misconstrued. It's like, dude, I'm not being fake. I'm just kind of like upping the things. Like I talked to Carlos about this. I'm just kind of elevating the things that I believe in, and like kind of honing in on other aspects that I don't put every day, because I have a stage for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like a place to feel comfortable and belong enough to express those things with not having any judgment. And if there's judgment, I guess you ain't a part of it, or you don't want to be a part of it, or it's not something that is for you. And that's fine, because maybe you are focused on money and you will do anything for that dollar, and I won't, bro. But I'm not going to tell you, what you're doing is fucking wrong. I'll be like, couldn't be me, but I fucking respect you for it. You know, like how Carlos is a badass on the mic and he's just over the top and loud and extravagant. Couldn't be me, dude. I'd be the guy over there talking like Carly. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, he just slid in here, didn't he?
Yeah, right there.
But it's just like,
Mauricio asked, they said, is Tint the World competing in the auto? That's the plan.
I want to see that.
Hey, if they bring it to LA, I already said LA is not for sale. You're walking into our territory. So if you guys come, it's happening, you know?
Man, if it's in LA, I might have to take like
that's
a fucking...
gonna be crazy.
Because look,
the amount of installers in LA,
I don't fly.
That's gonna be
it's like
fucking...
a drive from Arkansas to LA is gonna be brutal.
I've driven through Arkansas.
I don't fly, so
why don't you fly?
Terrified. Fucking terrified, dog.
Okay. Oh, dude.
You're going to have
to
do
I know. I've gotten everything from everybody all the time. You're right. Exactly. That's what me and the wife usually do. Like we drove to Amelia Island in Florida, and it was a 19-hour drive, and we broke it into 2 days. So driving to LA would be like a 3-day breakdown. We'd have to stop at some shops, make some money or something on the way, and just make a road trip out of it. But yeah, man, I don't fly, dude. I'm sorry. Like, it's just, as of now, unless there's like something so enticing that I'm like, okay, I'm going to change my whole mind. Like, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, one day I might wake up and be like, I want to fly today. You know, just like with the gym and the drinking. Yeah, like just spur of the moment shit. Because in those moments, I'm so dead set on it that I'm like, I can't not do it. And so then when you do it, you're like, well, shit, why you not do this fucking weeks ago? You know, months ago, whatever, years ago. But you can't think that way either, because you're moving forward now. We're not stuck in the past. We're moving forward, and we're trying to get things done. You know what I mean? Hey, Johnny said he'll drive me. Bet. Settled. Pick me up, dog. You know where I'm at? I'm out in the woods, bro. Come get me.
I think a 3-day
Stuck in
trip
the
to go to
woods.
Tinter Battles, 3 days back. I think that'd be cool. I always wanted to do a road trip from like Cali to Florida or Cali to New
Dude,
York.
if you
Like
do,
just
pull
East
up.
Coast to West Coast. I've always wanted to do it.
If you do, pull up, dude. I live out in the
Hey,
middle of
Tint the
nowhere on
World
20
Tour.
acres and shit.
Hey,
I
we
live out
might
on 20
actually
acres.
have
I
to
got a
make that.
pond.
We'll
I
make
got a
that a
pond.
marketing campaign,
Just
and we're
saying.
pulling up on Shady J,
Do it.
We're
and
pulling
we're
off.
making
We're gonna have
we're making
destinations.
content. The world tour has made it to
I'm down.
Arkansas.
I'm down.
Oh man!
You should make
All
a
right,
digital
we'll be
map
there.
and everything.
We'll be there on the 4th. We're on the way right after
Bet.
Vegas. Actually, we're going to Vegas in we're going to when are we going? We're gonna go pull up on Green
2nd.
Valley. The
On the
Oh, thanks,
Monday.
Marco. Y'all about to go do a podcast with them?
Yep.
Yeah.
They actually
You know, run
invited
around.
me out to Vegas, said they'd fly me out, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't fly, dog." Sorry, but I did do a podcast with them at Amelia Island during Tinter
Sick.
Battles.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I did get to chat with them, and Josh actually had to leave to go do heat shrink battles, and he came back during the middle of the show too. It was great. He got beat, but you know. And me and him actually competed against each other that year, and we literally finished the same side at the exact same time and like crossed paths right in front of the car. It was so cool. I wish they had a better video of it, but it was.
That was when it was like
dope.
windshield versus windshield, huh? Like full windshield.
Yep, on the Model 3.
On the
And I
back window or
fucking-
the front window?
Front window, and I fucking creased the shit out of it, and I was so mad, dude. I thought I had him too, dude. I was like, I got him, because when we crossed each other, I was like, bro, I got further across the middle of the windshield from what I saw, and I was like, dude, I ain't even got that much to do. But it all got bulked up in one spot, and I didn't heat that area, and I hit it with the card, and I was like, damn.
Dude, I had seen all those clips from the old Tinter Battles ones. I like how the new one is split though, because it's like you're directly going up against your guy. You know, you don't have to like look over.
It's for better
see,
content.
Like, yeah, and it's like now it's like, okay, he's speeding up. Like I gotta go. I didn't qualify, so
I didn't either, dude. I didn't go back to try again, and I was so mad.
Yeah.
Same. I was so mad. I never made it back before noon, and I saw him like writing down shit. I was like, "Oh fuck, are y'all done?" And Heidi looks at me and she goes, "Yeah, 12." And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "Motherfucker, dude," because I did a pretty good time, but I left one fucking finger at the bottom, man. One finger, like
how many
itty
people
bit.
qualified? 16.
16. Yep. And
Yeah,
the longest was 1:30 or something.
Yeah, but
So,
I feel like
thank you,
I've been
Marco.
practicing. I've been practicing with the torch.
I saw
pretty
that.
Confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that like I'll get the time for sure.
What's up, Sal?
I think it's a little different though. Like once you're in the heat of the moment, like you're
Right.
going up against.
It's totally different, man. And y'all know that from the competition this year in the flag glass, man.
What kind of film were they shrinking?
I think it was Autobahn, possibly.
Yeah, because what if you're like Sean G? He's a solar effects guy, so like.
I mean, shit, Autobahn shrinks
good,
really, really good, man.
Good.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really, I wouldn't complain if it was a quote unquote better shrinking film. And I'm not saying Solar Effects isn't a great shrinking film. I just haven't used it. So I just know Autobahn's the best film I've ever used shrinking.
And it was Johnson.
Ugh, no wonder, bro. No wonder. I used that starting out. And dude, I fucking hated that film, dude. No offense to Johnson. I just didn't like it personally. The film, great film when we were using it. I was just learning how to do tint. Anyways, it was a metallized film that we were using, and that's why I didn't like it. It shrunk funky.
It said auto. You could choose the film you wanted.
It's like when Diego was like, we were like helping them out.
Most used Autobahn, I thought
Diego goes, man, what's the best film company here? I said, you
Johnson
really
was flag glass.
Argument,
That's right.
huh?
Right.
You really want to start an argument here, man?
And that's the thing about Tinter Battles is like you don't really hear that. Like it's never animosity between film brands. It's just like, hey man, look at these films, you know?
Yeah. I've shrunk and installed Autobahn though.
I love it. It's my favorite film that I've ever used. It's my favorite film I've ever used, man. I love it. And that's not anything against any other films because I use Edge and it's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's completely different. And it's hard going from Autobahn back to Edge and to any other film because it's like you get spoiled. Oh,
Roll
Brent
into
says
like
he's
a
Pro
going into
Nano
Pro
mixture.
Nano.
Pro Nano shrinks good
Look,
too.
I
Pro
shrunk
Nano
it with the
shrinks good.
torch. I think you might have been over there, but I
I
was
was
made
right
a
next to you.
video. Yeah, I was making a video of it, and dude, that shit shrinks good, man. I like it.
Pro Nano shrinks good.
Yeah,
But
my
guys,
installer was there and he was shrinking it. He liked it.
yeah.
I think he has a
What
video with
film?
Brent.
What film do y'all use? I haven't even asked.
Running high tech,
For automotive, high
High
tech.
tech,
automotive,
nice,
high
nice,
tech,
nice.
and then for residential and commercial, it's just we use a bunch of companies, so
Hey,
we're
I
running
like
like
Sal's idea here. Just a box of film, and be
A
like,
white
here you
box,
go.
unknown to both
I like
tinners.
that.
I like
That's
that
good.
idea, Sal. Carlos, if you're watching, bro, you need to write that one down. Or check this out. Or they've got numbered boxes, and you got to draw a film, right? But you don't know which film it is until afterwards, right? So like box number 3, it's a white box, right? Box number 3, and then you pull box number
Like
3, and
expel.
people like
Write this
actually
down, Carlos.
notice.
Write this down.
Like people actually start noticing which one they want. You know what I'm saying? They're like, shit, I want number 4, dude. That's got to be
That's what I
this.
was thinking about the whole time. Like, what film are we using here? Like, what if like
I think it was mainly Autobahn though.
I thought so too. I think that's what most people were saying.
Yeah.
So
Man, it's been an hour and a half, guys. The kids, I'm about to have to put them down for bed. You know what I'm saying? We did run over a little bit longer than usual, which is normal with good conversation, especially, we got kind of deep into the whole personal, growth and stuff like that. Same, man. This is why I do this show, man, just to get different information from different people and different perspectives, stuff like that. Y'all been great. I can't wait to have y'all on again. It's going to have to be sooner rather than later because there is a lot of stuff that I didn't touch on that I wanted to touch on, like the world merch and everything. And it was a great show to get to know you guys because I didn't get to talk to y'all very much at Tinner Battles. Y'all were busy doing y'all's thing. I could see y'all, vibing and grooving with everybody else, learning everybody and teaching people about your life and stuff and what you do. Competing and meeting these industry greats that are around at the event. But at the end of my shows, I do like to, I haven't done this actually in like 3 weeks. I like to have what I call the dark truth final thought. It's just something kind of like from Jerry Springer back in the day when he had a little monologue, a little advice at the end. Just something you want to leave the viewers with now. And then, if they want to go back and watch it later, which I'm going to send you the raw footage for this so you can clip it.
I already told you I got you.
And we're gonna get that popping so we can get some more followers over on the Instagram, which by the way, if y'all don't follow the Instagram, go follow it at _ the Dark Truth Podcast _ we only have I only have 50 people following, I think right now. Need 1,000 to be able to go live on there.
We'll get it up there.
So do me a favor and go follow that page if you would. But yeah, just something y'all want to leave Tint the World with, or if what Tint the World wants to leave the world with. There we go. Go ahead.
All right, Chris, you go first.
Oh, on the spot.
I'm thinking, at least for me, before this whole thing started, I was kind of like a solo operation, and my individual business is like trying to expand into more scalability through like employees and stuff like that. So I didn't really know the value of a team. I had always heard that like having a team, you need a group of people that are all pulling in the same direction, and sometimes you hear that. But I think what I've really learned with like Tint the World, and you said like the message that you could give somebody is that like the importance of the team and everyone pulling in the same direction. Me and Dante, again, we don't really drink. We go to the gym. We're after the same exact things. Like we are like on the same path and we have the same vision. Right. So when you have a group of individuals, and it's not only us, it's you guys have seen, if you guys follow my socials, the people that we tag, even Diego, who's out in San Francisco, he's on the same exact accord as us. And when you have a group of people like all pulling in the same direction, it's very powerful. So I guess with all that, don't take it from me, but be very aware of like who you hang around with. And if you guys are planning on doing something big, it has to be done with a team of the right people. So
I like that. Teamwork. That's what I got. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, and sir. Then I would say bad habits, if you can filter those out sooner rather than later, you're going to see the compounding effects of what it could do for your life, your family's life, and lastly, your business. So I would say try to filter out one thing at a time. Not everything happens overnight. It's all, within time. So I would just say try to filter out one bad thing at a time, get used to it, and then kind of move forward and move in that progressive direction, because I've
I
seen a
like
big
it.
impact not only in my life, but in my, in my family's life, in my business, and then also working with another person like Chris, that it's going to reflect, like you said, with the circle, you rub off on each other. So if you can be a better person to rub off on, it's going to help everybody around you, especially if you have a team working under you as well. So
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. That's what's up, dudes. I appreciate y'all being on the show, taking the
appreciate
time.
you having us.
I know
Appreciate you, man.
I know it's still kind of early for y'all over here, but my old ass is getting tired.
Ricky's late to the party.
Yeah, Ricky, you already missed the whole show, brother.
Ricky
Ricky's
missed
late to
whole
the party.
Hey,
Speaking
never
of
late,
old men, no, I'm just playing.
Oh, that's
I
he
love
already
Ricky,
knows.
man.
That's OG right there.
I love
That's
Ricky,
OG.
man. I love the
Yeah.
Miller Bros. They're good folks.
It reminds you, 6-time champ too. He'll let you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll let you know for sure. Ice
He'll
baths
let
at
you know.
6:30 or like fucking 4:00 in the morning, bro. Idol right there, man.
Oh,
Everybody, a lot of people look up to
actually
this
now
guy.
me and Ricky, I got a morning check-in with him. We're up at like 3:30, 3:50.
Fuck no, y'all can have that
we have a
shit.
group chat. At least I didn't miss them.
Y'all can have that, bro. I got
At
kids,
least
bro.
I
We're
didn't
getting
miss them talking about rubbing each other off.
Hey, listen.
Man.
Listen, I was gonna make a joke about rubbing off on people, but that was for you, Ricky. You're the one who rubs off people. I'm just kidding.
Man.
Anyways,
Welcome to Vegas.
guys, you're right. I appreciate y'all being on again, dude. And until next time, dude, I appreciate y'all and hope y'all have a great rest of your night.
Everybody
Appreciate
else,
it, bro.
God bless.
All right, man. You guys
Catch
have a
y'all on the
blessed
next
night.
one. Shoot me a message. I'll let you know whenever that video's uploaded and all that good stuff. So
Oh yeah, well the Dropbox is there, so just upload it and let me know.
yes, sir.
See you at
All right, bro.
check-in in the morning. See what I mean? There he is.
Yes, sir.
Accountability
Sounds
system.
good.
I love it.
Sounds
All right,
good.
man.
I love it, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yep. All right, y'all. That was the show. I'm gonna take y'all off of here real quick. Do one of these. I appreciate everybody that watched. We did go overtime again. Wife's probably gonna be pissed, but that's all right. I'll make it up to her. You know what I'm saying? But those two guys, like them a lot. They're very, very high spirited and focused minded at a young age, and that's something you need in entrepreneurship and also in this industry. Just because, sometimes people forget that you have to put a little more into it and focus and be aware and cut out the negativity, like they were saying. And if you want to see yourself grow, those are the things you need to do. And they're going to, in my opinion, be a prime example of that moving forward. I could see them doing a lot for the industry. And I'm not just saying this because they were on the show and I like them and stuff like that. You can tell in people, especially the kind of energy they had at Tinder Battles, watching them walk around, talk to people, the way that they presented themselves on this show tonight. They're not just Instagram tinners, in my opinion. They are some pretty focused individuals, and I can't wait to see what they do. And I hope that y'all enjoyed the show listening to them. And hopefully I will have them on again soon, and we can get a little more in-depth when it comes to other things. But as for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here, and I will see y'all next week. I'm not sure exactly who I'm going to have on, but I do have one person in mind that was in the comments tonight that said he wanted to be on a podcast. So I will reach out to this guy and we will see. But anyways, y'all have a good one. I'm going to do this outro video and I will catch y'all on the next one, dogs. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to stay shady and be who you needed. And also tint the world. See y'all.